This is Ron Simplified Myers, your uplifting life partner. Just wanted to come share. I just got through watching a video by Jack Canfield. Most of you know him as the author of the book series Chicken Soup for the Soul. He's got different ones, Chicken Soup for Everything, pretty much. But he shared a story, and what he was basically getting to is for most of us, it's not what we don't know that hurts us. It's actually what we know or what we've been taught or what people have brainwashed us, or I should say, we allowed people to put into our brains. Those are the things that actually hurt us. And he was telling a story about a gentleman who decided to join a race, and he's a farmer, and he came in overalls and t-shirt and had on construction boots and galoshes over the construction shoes in case it rained. And this race was going to be for like 6 days. And it was amazing. First he had to talk to people into allowing him to run the race, because they were like, you obviously know nothing about this. We're scared for you. Why would you decide to run this race if you've never run a race? And he had never run any kind of race before. And he said, well, he kind of looked at his schedule. His schedule was empty. They were doing a race, so he decided to join it. I mean, pretty great idea to decide to do. So anyway, he finally convinced them to allow him to run the race, because I guess as a farmer, he was saying how he'd go days without sleep. He was out there herding his sheep, the different things, basically letting them know that he was in shape. So they allowed him to run the race. And so he took off, all the people that were dressed in gear, all their professional, name brand stuff, and they all took off running. And, left him in the dust, of course, and he's running pretty much, like you would think a tortoise or turtle, how we kind of pictured, the hare in the tortoise story. The difference in the speed when they took off. But see, because he'd never run a race before, he never ran him. He never talked to anybody about the marathons. He knew none of this stuff. So basically, he didn't know that you were supposed to actually take days off and, well, not days, but take time off and rest. So at night, these people would run for maybe 18 hours, get 6 hours of sleep, and then they're back up running. And this guy just continued to run, And what ended up happening, bottom line, is because they rested and he was still running, eventually he passed them. They didn't know it. Of course, they thinking he's way back somewhere. But because he's just continuing to run. And bottom line is he finished the race 12 hours, set a record, 12 hours earlier than ever. So instead of taking 6 days, it took him 5.5. Why? Because he didn't know he was supposed to take time off and actually rest. He thought it was you just run it. And so, folks, that was a powerful story to understand. Quit allowing people, and you guys have heard me say that before, to program you, tell you what's possible, because no one knows what's possible. We've said the stories before. Whatever they call geniuses use somewhere between 5 to 7% of their brain capacity. So that leaves 93% they're not even tapping. So if people that we quote unquote label geniuses, which I don't put that tag on anyone, we're all great at certain things. But anyway, even if we do want to label them, if they have 93% of their capacity they're not using, man, what's everybody else tapping? And just think, what are we actually possible? What is it possible we could actually do in life? None of us know. So don't allow anyone to put limits on you. And as you know, it ain't right, it ain't wrong. It's just my opinion. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.